1 under early in the round. Still even par for the day. Ready to tee off at this magnificent second hole. Frank, all I see are bunkers and water.
Well, that's pretty much what everybody else is going to see as well. Ideally, hit it down the left, though, and then you don't have a blind second shot. Even though you can be on the fairway on the right side, well, you won't see the green.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
In the fairway, down there about 290. Frank, this was quite a collaboration between a business giant by the name of Herb Kohler, an insurance salesman with a genius for design. We know who that is. That's Pete Dye.
Yeah, you put the two together and there's no question you finish up with a masterpiece.
A couple of American dreamers shooting for the stars, and they end up with Whistling Straits. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par. Well, with a good shot here, Rich, I tell you, this eagle on the cards, hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Getting set now over the putt. Wow, I didn't expect that. He has a 12-footer here. Has the putt, and now at -1. Has this putt for birdie. Now at -2 for the day. Now to the first par 3 on this golf course. It's the third, about 188 yards.
Yeah, big green with lots of undulations, and it moves the ball from that right side towards the left, towards Lake Michigan. But club selection, important here.
Well, this one is offline just a bit. Look out. You know, that one is going to end up in the rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Could it be? And he has it, Frank.
I don't believe it.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. So 2 under early on. Frank, this is a big hole right here. The fourth, it is almost 500 yards, par 4.
And you can see the bunkers and the mounding down the right side. Believe it or not, that's actually where you should aim your tee shot and just let the contours move that ball towards the middle of the fairway. Oh, that's fine.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot, he is on the fairway, over 300 yards. see what McIlroy does now with his second. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side, that will be a great look at birdie. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He is just so explosive. So a tester from 4 feet. Keeps the momentum going with that putt. Stays at 3 under. Ready to tee off here at the 5th. It is a 603-yard snaking par 5.
Yeah, really, there's no way you can carry that water on the right side. 340 yards finds the fairway on that line, so that's not really worth it. Ideally, just hit it down the left side. Take your medicine.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards.
Second shot.
Oh no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is gone.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Hazard.
Maybe wet. Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him. Really. This is an awkward length.
So close.
And yet it still counts for another shot.
This would give him an eagle on the card. Starting to move in the right direction. 5 under after that made putt. Did the job right there. Frank, how do you like this par 4 6th hole? A little more than 400 yards.
Really, you try not to overthink this one. Just find some fairway down there around the 280, 300 yard mark, and then relatively simple second shot in here. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one. That's an absolute beauty. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. And that one rolls just into the rough.
Now you have to decide whether or not that ball's going to fly or not.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Getting set for another approach. Our featured golfer really looks dialed in at this point.
Yeah, right now this is a great feeling to have as a golfer. Your swing's good, the timing, it's almost like it's just completely natural. You don't have to think. The swing is exactly where you want it to be. So really you're just looking at the flag in front of you.
These putts keep the round together. Oh, I thought he had that. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Just a couple of feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. On the 7th tee now, and a tricky 221-yard par 3.
If you have a look at the way in which Pete Dye has designed this hole, you can see that the green shapes away to the right. So if you can bring the ball in from the left, it's certainly desirable.
Uh-oh, this one's going left, Frank. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
This won't hurt him. Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Setting up for an approach shot here. This has really been impressive. High level of golf today, putting on a clinic out there. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Do that. What a putt. Putt for par. Needs one. Impressive. Once again, that's a par. Remaining at 5 under. Frank, just tons of bunkers on the right. You hope the wind is in your favor.
Yeah, and sadly, your mind just about picks up on each and every one of them.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good.
Oh, that's fine.
Frank, what has stood out for you watching this player into these wins?
A lot of smart decisions. Not trying to fight the wind, using it, and really just a lot of good strikes, one after the other.
Frank, what about the second at the hole they call on the rocks?
a very long, thin, narrow green, so you've got to be really careful on where that flag is located. Otherwise, you're going to have a long putt.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That's how the best in the world play it, Frank.
Well, I'd say a little lucky that it went in, but it was always going to be close.
Down the hill here, going to play shorter. Ooh, nice play right there. That's in pretty close. Not a gimme, but well within his range. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Frank, what about this downhill shot off the tee and the idea that you just want to sort of let that ball run toward the green down the hill?
Well, Pete Dye just gives you so many different looks throughout the front nine of Whistling Straits, and this really is the first example of this, plus the swirling winds that are created by that sort of tree and the mounding on the right of this green. Quite spectacular.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up? It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Missed the fairway in the fairway bunker now.
It's not all gloom and doom, though. Lip isn't too high. A good swing here still shouldn't be a problem.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Frank, what are you thinking about on this approach here at the ninth?
It plays a little downhill, so it's going to play a little shorter than its distance.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round.
That was cruel. It looked like it was certainly going in.
Settles in over the putt. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. This for par. How about 5 under par for the day? Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. Going to need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, after laying back on the tee, what's ahead on this approach shot?
Well, the green is slightly raised, so it suits something that's hit a little higher than normal to make it land a little softer.
Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a two-putt, well done.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Really has a feel on these greens. That is another birdie. This is impressive. Has it for par. Stays at -5. 645-yard par 5 11th. They call this hole the sandbox, and hopefully, Frank, you're not picking up the shovel here.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. If you're reaching this par 5 and 2, then you don't belong on this planet.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Playing his third here at the par 5. That's well played. Places it about 10 feet out for birdie. It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par. Did the job right there. Frank, the previous hole we took out the sledgehammer. Now at the 12th, we'll need a scalpel, it looks like.
Yeah, at 163 yards, you wouldn't think it's very long. But really, the problem is the green. You can pitch the ball in the middle of this green and still it can kick over. So be very, very aware of the mounding and the undulations on this green.
What a nice shot. Right on the green, and a pretty easy putt on the way. Just a bit offline here, Frank, but not too bad.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the wind or just the lie there. Should be okay.
Made a good run at birdie. He'll have to focus now. Try to walk away with the par. 8-foot putt here. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. For the par. Ten under par on the day. Frank, here at the 13th, a lot can happen.
Just a gentle dogleg to the right, or at least the whole moves to the right, plus the slope of the fairway. So you've got to aim left of center.
Headed for the bunker? Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. Good contact, good result. Strong winds have been a factor all day here, Frank. What's the key to scoring low in conditions like this?
Well, sometimes you've almost got to make the ball go to ground. You've just got to keep it out of those high breezes, play away from the trouble.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. You see that kind of work from the bunker, you think of the greats like Seve Ballesteros and Gary Player, the best bunker players of all time. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. On fire right now. 7 under par. Count that. That's a birdie. Frank, any major championship gives you a good mix of holes. We've had some long ones, and now this one just under 400 yards.
But it will punish you if you're offline. There's trouble left and the mounds and the bunkers on the right. So ideally, it's a positional tee shot.
Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie.
Doing whatever he wants with that golf ball. Moving it left, moving it right, hitting it straight when it's called for. He's doing it all. Not a gimme, but well within his range. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. This will be a huge momentum swing. This one's for birdie. continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. The 15th now, and a 503-yard par 4 here at Whistling Straits.
Well, it's certainly beautiful to look at, but tough to play. Bunkered once again left and right, but it's a hole that you have to hit a driver down here, just purely because of the length of the hole. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That one's running so hot.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Not terrible, but not his best.
Outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot. That was cruel. It looked like it was certainly going in.
That was not a very good read right there. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. Just a couple of feet. Building something very special at 12 under par. Getting set to take on the finishing holes here at Whistling Straits. How do you close this out on the right foot, Frank?
Well, this is the shortest of the 4 par 5s at 568 yards. There's a big crop of bunkers down the right side. Just a driver off those is certainly going to make this par 5 reachable.
You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Oh, look out, Frank. Where's this one headed?
This is definitely rough, Rich, off the tee.
A little shaky behind the wheel today, Frank.
Shaky? Maybe put both hands on it?
He's going to have to find something, Frank, other than the rough.
Yeah, there's hitting it right and there's hitting it left, but when you've got to go out of both barrels, the game becomes hard.
That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. And now a putt from 24 feet away. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Ooh, almost fell. Just a few inches from dropping.
Sometimes the game just isn't fair.
He has this for par. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just a little tap in here. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. The 17th now at Whistling Straits, and if you have a club that travels 250 yards on a good line, bust it out now.
That's what you're going to need, and you're going to need to hit that smack bang out of the middle of the club and leave nothing behind.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Oh, what an incredible shot. Now to double figures under par. That's a good place to be. 10 under. The final hole, the 18th, and the clubhouse in the distance. Frank, it's looking like home sweet home, isn't it?
Well, if you can hit the fairway here, that's one thing, but it still leaves an enormously long second shot. There's something about a well-hit shot.
Those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. So this is where club selection becomes much more important. Uphill, make sure you have enough stick, and then swing away. Locked in on the read and the speed. And rolls it in. Nice putt. Some tester from 4 feet. Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for Holy Cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par. presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Set in the South Pacific Ocean, surrounded by islands, today we're here at magnificent Treasure Island. It's an unlikely location for a golf course, but the creators of EA Sports have built a treasure of a layout here. Can you say X marks the spot? You never know what you'll find at the 8th hole. Hello, this is Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, here to bring you all the action for today's event. Whenever you hear about Treasure Island, Frank, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Well, you need a map rather than a yardage book to get around here, Rich. Holes themselves are an amazing, eclectic bunch of, pleasure, pain, and, of course, a little bit in between, which I'll let you find out for yourself. Treasure? There might be some out there. Some off the beaten track as well. But golf's a weird game. Take all your clubs, choose which one you want to use them wisely, and use them sparingly. And Treasure Island, it might just reward you.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Hello again and welcome. Rich Thorner alongside my friend and colleague, New Zealand's own Frank Nobilo. And we're here in the South Pacific Ocean at a pirate's scavenger yard turned golf course. It's known as Treasure Island. Frank, out to score a treasure here today. What can you tell us about this amazing course?
Well, Rich, on the subject of scavengers, that's what you've got to be on a golf course. You want the lowest possible score you can. You want to be an absolute miser when it comes to making bogeys. Few and far between. Golf course is certainly challenging. More than one way to often play some of the holes out here at Treasure Island. Look at the coastline, Buccaneers Bay, the volcano in the distance, and of course, pirates. Pirates, all to be seen.
Second from an excellent lie. That is a green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first green, but he is by no means in for par yet. A lengthy putt coming up. Right in the heart of the fairway. Green light special. Frank, the handicap system in golf really is the great equalizer, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no sport like it. I can't imagine going to Wimbledon and playing, Djokovic or Federer or, playing NFL with Peyton Manning. But, the beauty of golf,
Frank, we've all been there. You hit one in the water, you're down. How do you regroup?
You've got to start from scratch again. Everybody's going to hit bad shots. That's just the nature of the game. But compounding mistakes, that's the problem that you want to avoid.
After hitting it in the drink, this the fourth shot.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine. The scorecard is quickly adding up.
Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. This one has a good line. Surprise, surprise.
I tell you, just when you thought things were going to go the other way.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Must make this for a double bogey.
That's plain not fair.
The way this game is cruel, Frank. You get on a roll and then smack. Hits you right in the face and knocks you down. Frank, you've seen golf holes around the world. What do you think of the par 3 second here at Treasure Island?
Fun hole, really, Rich. Small green just up there on that ledge, and really, you have to pick the right weapon off this tee. Oh, that's off the beaten track. That's got 5 minutes to find it.
Get down! Lay down! Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it. Second shot. Well, it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Not a gimme, but well within his range. That's about as depressing a moment as there is in golf. When you miss the bogey putt, you know you're staring at double and getting ready for the putt. Even par early on. And he's putting for double bogey now. Take no pleasure in saying it, but it's a fact. It's a double bogey. Frank, this is an amazing tee ball that the player is asked to hit. You need to be down that left side. That's obvious, but you don't want to go too far left. That is also obvious.
Yeah, too far left and you'd be more than shipwrecked. This is the first par 5 at Treasure Island. A good one down that left side, obviously between the water and mountain range, and you just might be able to get home in two.
Can't tell, Frank. Do you think there's a way to go down that right side?
There is a secret passage, but I can't tell you.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Now the second shot to the par 5. Nice position, short grass, second shot.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Frank, they threw him a life vest. He's back on dry land.
And I hope this time he swings, he doesn't have the water wings on.
So, in the water, now in position, playing his 6th shot.
Just got to act like it didn't happen.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Frank, not where he wants to be, but not out of the hole here at the par 5.
No, but Rich, to drop a shot here would really set him backwards.
Frank, I guess it could have been worse.
Yeah, double bogey's not the end of the world. I don't know if I'd want to tell him that right now, but still, at the end of the day, he might realize what a good shot that was.
Settles in over the putt. Not used to seeing that. Going to drop a shot at the 3rd. Trying to get out of here with just one dropped shot. This is for bogey. Well, too bad. He gives one back.
Even par currently.
Not the best start, 2 over par. Well, Frank, as if this tee shot wasn't hard enough, look what's in the distance, just to throw a little scare into the player.
Devil's Cauldron, yeah, that's the volcano in the distance, but it's also a good line there, Rich. This is a really narrow fairway that's anything other than straight. So your tee shot, you really have to imagine where that ball's going to land. Which part of the fairway is it going to land on?
You really need to be on your game here at Treasure Island.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
The green is up above, and this will play at least a club longer. That will be a great look at birdie. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Frank, out of the rough, best to swing a little bit easier or get after it with all you have?
Well, a little bit in between. Obviously, it's going to require a little bit of strength to make sure that club keeps going through, but it's still the planning of the shot. Once again, check short. Is there anything I have to carry? And even remember, there's always the option of just simply pitching the ball down the fairway and taking your medicine.
Well, Frank, as we zero in on this hole, you can see plainly that it requires a
good head.
A heady approach.
That's right. Skull on the right will remind you of that enormous feature there on the right side. And that's one of the things about the short par 4 is there's so many little architectural features you'll follow along the way. Skinny fairway, just bends a little to the left like a cutlass. And then once you get up on the green, It's the Jolly Roger is the shape of the green, skull and crossbones.
That's right.
And plus the bunkers, they don't look like normal bunkers, Rich.
You know, what happened here, Frank?
Well, they say there's treasure on this island, and those, well, they were man-made. They were digging for anything other than sand.
Second shot. Good look at the green. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. This just 80 yards away. Oh, get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
Either misjudged the win or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
Going to take some skill now.
Wow, what a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
So begins the climb back. Frank, hopefully top of your game and top of the world from this point at the sixth.
Huge elevation here, Rich, so obviously that tee shot is going to go that much further off the elevation. And that's really the goal. Tee it high, let it fly a little. Keep it left of the needle top mountain on that left side. And really, you won't have much left on this fairly short par 4.
Sit down, grow some teeth, look out.
It's gone.
No fairway here, this one in that rough. On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Wow, I can't believe he found the cup on that one.
Clean up on aisle 5.
Just a couple of feet. So, with that, 3 over par now for the round. Frank, to get home in 2 on this par 5, the 7th, you'd need more than a great shot on your second. You'd need like a cannon shot, wouldn't you?
You'd need a cannon off the tee and a cannon for your second. Also, playing down the left side, you're going to make that 600-plus yards play that much longer. Really, the goal here is still make sure you get on the fairway, because this is a difficult fairway to hit, because it steeps down over several different levels, plus it's hardly flat.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. That's a bit offline in the rough. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough.
Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par. Well, that's a smart shot. A lot of people would have tried to be a little more heroic from there, but there was no need.
Back on the fairway, back in play. Third shot for Jordan Spieth.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
And he's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this.
Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
This a par bid for Jordan Spieth. Stays at 1 under with that par. Just a little tap in here. Well, he has that for bogey, and I can't help but think that the double bogey back on the third hole seems to have really shaken his confidence. Now we are at the long par 3 8th, and this is just a spectacular looking hole, and it's kind of fun too because in this case, X does mark the spot.
It does, and that's where you got to try and go. Nifty little par 3. No gold, no silver, just birdies to be had here.
In the thick stuff.
Thick, it's brutal out there.
Frank, why are great rivalries so important? Why do we love them?
I think because people like to sit on one side of the fence. You're either for or against a great player. And I think we see that today with Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. There's the McIlroy fans that think his future is so bright. There's the Woods fans that still want him to pass Jack Nicklaus's record. That's the beauty. You've got to have an opinion, and you have to have a player.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
This from 7 feet. Almost. Wow. Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold. There